In Racing League Division 2 here at Saudi Arabia tonight, where we have a sprint race weekend where we're going to have a short quali, 25% sprint race, which then will determine the grid for the main race. Joining me in the comms box is Chips.
Yes. Hello, everyone, and welcome. The last time we had a sprint race was Spa, which turned out to be one of the more entertaining races of the season. So I'm happy to be joined again. So, Yash, what do you think? What's the situation like today?
Well, it's always hard to, predict in a league race what's going to happen and what's not going to happen, and especially at a track like Jeddah, where anyone can win as long as they are going to keep it out of the barrier. So I really don't know what's going to happen in the race, but one thing I can tell you, short quality is between Abhishek and Redstone Derp.
Yeah. These two have been at it the entire season, but although I'll just say, like, maybe we shouldn't discount people like Hershey and Captain Sunday. They've also been stars of the season, regardless. We have a new addition, I believe. Is it Spandan? Who's the new addition? Is this his first IRL race? Not sure.
I think it is, unless he's obviously in a new avatar, if you know what I
Yeah,
mean. But yeah, I think this is his first race.
possibly. So at the moment, we have cars very slowly filing out of the pit lane, and the first one of them is going to be Ramen, I believe, yeah, in the Alpine, who has the Alfa Romeo of. Alright, so I just should point it out. I cannot see about 6 drivers' names, so I might get mixed up with names like just like how Crofty does. So forgive me for that. But yeah, nonetheless, it's Ramen followed by who is this? Shrikant, I believe. No, this is who's the other Alpha? I think that's Shrikant. But nonetheless, do you
The
want to go
Adi
on with
Alfa
Ram?
Romeo is ace. I shall go on board with
Yeah.
Ramen, who's just about ending the last corner. And Chips, you can take us away.
All right. So with DRS open, Raman starts his lap under the sunny skies of Jeddah. So crossing the line and hitting upwards of 330 kph. Yeah, just his 330 kph. Turn 1 and turn 2 are taken. Alright, that was a bit of a sharp entry, but nonetheless he got through it well. This turn can catch drivers out if they're not careful. But he has a slight slide over there, but he's kept it under control thankfully. This section is tricky as well. We have track limits followed here, and Ramen does keep within track limits, so good job over there. And as he ends sector 1, it's a lap time, it's a time of 33.5. Yeah, that is he can improve on that certainly. He was a long bank left hander. I think he had a bit of understeer or something because his car went away from the line. This turn as well, it's a bit tricky. He holds it in well. We have DRS coming up as well. This is the second DRS zone. They changed the DRS layout from F121. We have Abdul Samad who's retired. I'm not sure why. But anyways, Raman is going to end sector 2 with the time of 125. He clipped the wall over there on the right side, and his rear end seems to be sliding a lot. So actually he can't change his setup now, so he has to commit to it. And full send, he is taking the inside line now, switching to the outside. This is the corner where Max Verstappen threw it all away in the real life race in quali in 2021. And final turn taken well. You might want to improve on that lap, but nonetheless, as Raman crosses the line, it's a time of 130.4. It's a banker. He can do better.
We have Redstone, who I think got impeded by one of the Aston Martins, if I'm not wrong. And is that Hershey? Yes, that is Hershey.
Yes,
I'm
it
not sure if
is.
he's. I'm going to stay on board here because I'm not sure if that's a. I mean,
Both
if
are
he's on a
on
slow
short
lap or
laps.
not. He
Uh,
is on a push lap by what I see.
um,
And
Redstone,
in fact, he's
well,
gaining on Hershey as well.
yeah,
There's
so
a little bit of a race going on here.
this is odd from both of them because Archie has nothing to gain from this, but neither does Redstone because through the slow corners he will get some amount of dirty. And Hershey
Pulls
clobbers
off a
the
Max
wall.
Verstappen.
Yeah, and Hershey boxes. Will that help Redstone? I don't think it
Oh,
will.
he goes fastest
All
with that
right, never
impede.
mind. Never
Wow.
mind.
So we know who
Well,
has some speed right now. Meanwhile, Thakurva went P5. There's Sid Venkatesh who goes
yes.
P3. Lap times
Yeah,
coming. Captain Sandhu, who's on the second sector, who has also invalidated. Oxidize on his lap. He's ending his last sector now.
Sandhu's invalidated. We have who's With is coming into the pits or is he going out? No, he's coming in. All right. So we have Pandan, I believe, has just started a lap, but
Oxidize, he pit, so that was a little weird.
Sandhu is going for his second flying lap, I believe. Yeah, he is. So Sandhu has shown some really good speed all throughout the season, and yeah, at the moment he sits in P13. The real life qualifying this year, we saw Lewis Hamilton qualify 16th. Was it? That's a big shock.
Yeah.
So yeah, both Mercedes will be hoping to not be anywhere near that. Well, and currently in 16th, but obviously not at a time yet. So Captain Sandhu, he seems very nervous with his turn-in, so I don't think he has enough downforce on the front of his car, and he has gone over the
Yep.
curb there.
That was something which,
Yeah,
yeah, we didn't see that.
yeah. All right, we can turn a blind eye to that. But yeah, nonetheless, he just seems to be fighting the car. It's a bit like the W13 in the
But
first few races of this year.
that is true.
Uh, yeah, the breaking points and turn-in was just not what he has shown us throughout the season. So I think he must go in and put a bit more downforce, a few more points of downforce at the front. We have
Oh,
oh
and he is the wall. Yeah, that's
he
surely going to.
nearly bounced back onto the track after hitting the barrier as well. So I think it's curtains for this lap at least. He can box and just chuck on a new set of tires. I don't think it makes any sense. We have who's this Red Bull? Is it Vintage or is it
Vintage,
uh,
yeah.
Api? So Vintage about to start his lap? No, he's invalidated. Oh, he's taps the wall there. So there's another Red Bull who's in the pits, and this is Vintage. I think this is Vintage. I can maybe guess from the steering inputs. But yeah, Captain Sandhu decided to carry on. So is he doing race runs or something?
Are we sure damage is on?
His front wing is completely intact. I don't understand how that's happened. Oh, his rear is sliding as well. So either he's not comfortable around here, or his setup is just not giving him enough reason to be able to push the way he wants to. Hershey is on his out lap, and yeah. Anybody else? This is a Ferrari of must be Abhishek's. Yeah, the only other Ferrari. Oh, we have a yellow flag for Thakurva. Is that? Yeah, that is. So he
Oh,
has.
and Sandhu spun. Oh, this time he loses his front tire.
Oh, right. Unfortunate for Sandhu, and Thakurva is staying out of the way of people. Uh, that's very nice, very kind of him. Maybe he shouldn't be so courteous, because he must focus on his own lap as well. But yeah, nonetheless, Abhishek's is this. Yeah, he's starting his lap. So Abhishek's has also been one of the stars of the season, and I expect that something similar can be shown right now as well. So with turn 1 and 2, easily control, and he taps the wall. But that'll dent his chances of putting a good lap. But he seems to be carrying on without any issue whatsoever, and he tapped the wall again. Is it lag on my screen? It actually doesn't
No,
matter
I
because
think
he's
he did.
validated.